coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon? Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Oh, we changed it.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. And now we'll get a pause. Headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. He finds Johnson. We're working a couple of yards past the line. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of a season, and the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 21 more yards.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he turns a little room to work into a gain down to the 9. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Middle.
2nd and 4.
Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Baltimore. Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul, roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. A 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of memories. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Back to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First down.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Robinson sets in motion left. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And have him gain about a handful there. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the 34. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Running back sent in motion. He'll look to throw. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just
Offside.
2 possessions. A
Defense.
touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
13.
From the gun, Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cleveland. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. We sure did.
No hesitation there and going for it for 2 at their first opportunity. Even if it didn't work out, pretty clear that they're not going to hesitate to take risks offensively in this game.
Yeah, okay, nothing wrong taking that risk there, especially if you want to be the ones dictating how this game's going to be played. But trust me, with all this time left, you're going to be chasing some points the rest of the way.
Hey.
1st down, here's Lamar. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. 13. Hey,
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Yo. Go ahead. Report.
We're a quarter of the way through.
DC, ready?
Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession.
Hey, middle.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pistol snap to Jackson. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. And the Browns going for 2 once again. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion try is good. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
You know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks. Right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, nah, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Caught at the 20-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. Gay with the point after. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Gay now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw on 1st. Got a man, Robinson has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Buys time, rolling right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That one complete to Njoku. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Throwing it again here. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. Play action now with Jackson. He's got Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Option design here. He's got room to roam here. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Jackson now, third and long. The screen pass falls incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns getting their offense out there. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Throwing it to start this drive. Complete right side to Washington. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Browns with a 2nd and 7. From the 31. He's hardly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They're throwing it. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. They are throwing it again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 4. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Out, sit on. 13. Hey, report.
From the 42. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Taking a deep shot here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He's trying another one deep. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. He had arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return reaches that 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Ford running light. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. That'll be complete to Ford. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 43. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He beams one deep right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns find the end zone for 6. He's throwing for it. And he runs it in. That's going to break the tie and put them up by 2. All right, they got the job done. 2-point conversion successful. And as a result, a 2-point lead for them in this second half.
Yeah, the biggest deal right there. It really didn't matter if they kicked the PAT or went for 2 and ultimately got it. The most important part was breaking the tie. And I'll tell you what else it does, Kate. It really starts to mess with that opponent's chart over there. Everyone has them going into the game. When do I go for 1? When do I go for 2? Yeah, this coach just sped up that entire process with that decision.
Jukes one defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 1. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Running this one left. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Cut out left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
You at X. Yo.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left. Here's Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's on the move. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. They send the tight end in motion. To throw here on 1st down. Launches one deep downfield. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Offense working quickly. Throwing it again here. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught at the 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The back grabs it. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Now the Browns lining up for another 2-point conversion try. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Drops back. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First down, here's Lamar. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback, complete. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of...
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yo. Hey,
Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Report.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got Harrison. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They'll send their tight end right. Jackson's throwing for it. And he's got a man. Complete. And he's into the end Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Trying for the deep ball. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Pass play now. Oh, he put everything he had into that big gain downfield. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, it feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
He's going to push one deep down the right.
You can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Simple dive up the middle. And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And his charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Man in motion here. Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 21-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Has it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
They'll try to run it in, and he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the fourth. Now a field goal would only tie this game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up. Back to throw it. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. They are throwing it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They're working quickly here. Got a man, Robinson has it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Browns trail by a field goal. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Straight ahead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. A give now from the gun.